What's up, everybody, and welcome to Truthcast TV. Now, for any of my subscribers who don't know, and for anybody who may stumble across this video who don't know, I'm going to do a video about a little thing that Bill and Melinda Gates held back in October. I think it was October 18th, 2019, about 6 months ago. Bill and Melinda Gates held this little thing called Event 201. That basically described everything that is happening across the globe right now. I'm going to read a little bit and then let y'all watch a few clips that they showed during this event. And I'm going to let y'all be the judge, and I'm going to let y'all decide if maybe what's happening right now was planned out, months, if not years ago. Anyway, let me read a little bit, and like I said, I'll let y'all be the judge on what's going on right here. The Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, in partnership with the World Economic Forum and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, hosted Event 201, a high-level pandemic exercise on October 18, 2019 in New York, New York. The exercise illustrated areas where public/private partnerships will be necessary during the response to a severe pandemic in order to diminish large-scale economic and societal consequences. In recent years, the world has seen a growing number of epidemic events amounting to approximately 200 events annually. These events are increasing, and they are disruptive to health, economies, and society. Managing these events already strains global capacity, even absent a pandemic threat. Experts agree that it is only a matter of time before one of these epidemics becomes global, a pandemic with potentially catastrophic consequences. A severe pandemic which becomes Event 201 would require reliable cooperation among several industries, national governments, and key international institutions. Sounds about kind of like exactly what is happening now, don't it? I mean, I think that this virus was man-made, and I think that, it had an agenda behind it when somebody made it. They, planned on letting it out, and they planned on it doing exactly what it's doing now. And I'm going to let y'all watch a little clip that I found on the internet from Event 201 that Bill and Melinda Gates were hosting 6 months ago. This is a little clip from it, and I just want y'all to check this out. And y'all be the judge.
It began in healthy-looking pigs, months, perhaps years ago. A new coronavirus spread silently within herds. Gradually, farmers started getting sick. Infected people got a respiratory illness with symptoms ranging from mild flu-like signs to severe pneumonia.
Sounds about like what the coronavirus going around now does to you. Just saying.
The sickest required intensive care. Many died. Experts agree unless it is quickly controlled, it could lead to a severe pandemic, an outbreak that circles the globe and affects people everywhere.
The mission of the Pandemic Emergency Board is to provide recommendations to deal with the major global challenges arising in response to an unfolding pandemic. The board is comprised of highly experienced leaders from business, public health, and civil society.
We could be looking at double the number of cases in 1 week and 16 times as many in a month if we are not able to stop the spread. That would be on the order of 500,000 cases, and it would continue to rise exponentially. In 3 months, we could be approaching 10 million cases.
We're at the start of what's looking like it will be a severe pandemic. And there are problems emerging that can only be solved by global business and governments working together.
Only problems that can be solved by global business. What? That's kind of what our government and the people who control, who really control the United States and the world. That's kind of what they've been doing for a long time now. They'll create a problem, they'll react to it, and then they'll create a solution. Anyway, let's continue.
Together.
We have known about CAPS-like viruses in animals and people for decades, but have not been successful at developing a licensed vaccine. And sure, there are new technologies that may help, but it's going to be difficult. I am not optimistic about having a vaccine in time to be relevant during this pandemic.
So the policy crisis in question for this board in this meeting is this: how should governments, business, and international organizations allocate and distribute pandemic antivirals and medical supplies to the people who need the most?
What we've seen work very well in the HIV field is, in fact, procurement through the Global Fund. So having a centralized mechanism, so...
Adrian, whatever, Adrian Johnson from Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson, the same people that made baby powder and told everybody it was okay, told women it was okay to put on their private parts, and now hundreds of thousands of women, if not millions, have cancer. Yeah, that Johnson & Johnson. Anyway, I digress. Let's continue.
Financially able to procure on behalf of affected countries.
Adrian Thomas, not Johnson. I'm sorry, Adrian Thomas from Johnson & Johnson.
I think the second thing is it's going to be very important that for the business sector, for manufacturers of antivirals, that we have clarity around what the need is and where the need is and who are making the decisions.
I think that given that the countries most affected are those that are low and middle income countries with unequal access to technology, to finances.
But anyway, I think y'all, let's just watch another one real quick.
Hello, everyone. I'm Anita Cicero, Deputy Director of the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, and today I will be your Master of Ceremonies for Event 201. On behalf of our center and our partners, the World Economic Forum and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to our audience here in New York, as well as our larger virtual audience participating online today. The goal of the Event 201 exercise is to illustrate the potential consequences of a pandemic and the kinds of societal and economic challenges it would pose. The scenario also highlights the very critical role that global business and public-private partnerships play in preparing for and responding to pandemics. Today's scenario is going to simulate meetings of a multi-stakeholder group called the Pandemic Emergency Board. This board has been urgently convened by the World Economic Forum, and Johns Hopkins has been asked to moderate the board meetings and provide expertise during the board's deliberations. The mission of the Pandemic Emergency Board is to provide recommendations to deal with the major global challenges arising in response to an unfolding pandemic. The board is comprised of highly experienced leaders from business, public health, and civil society. The board's recommendations are aimed at top decision makers in national governments,
Anyway,
of the Johns Hopkins Center.
If you want to watch more of it, go to Google, just type in Event 201, and it should, or if you use Bing, whatever your search engine is, just go type in Event 201, and it should bring you to some clips like that they posted on YouTube. So if you want to see more of it, check that out. But, you know, that's all I need to see. And I just figured I'd bring that to my subscribers and let y'all decide for yourselves what you think about it. And I hope everybody has a damn good day. Hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please give it a like, and if you're new to this channel, please click that subscribe button and help me get some subscribers, because YouTube, they're not recommending my videos or helping me gain any subscribers in any sort of way. So, you know, I got to grind it out and do it all on my own. So I hope everybody has a damn good day. Hope everybody out there stays safe. And remember, stay woke. And until next time, I'm out.